Bipartisan anger grows at Pentagon's delayed forever chemicals cleanups.
In December, Republican Representative Jack Bergman of Michigan, a staunch ally of President Trump, stood on the House floor to praise America's military might and then pivoted sharply to pollution. He said the Pentagon must prioritize delivering environmental stewardship to communities impacted by PFAS, the so-called forever chemicals that contaminate hundreds of military sites nationwide. This moment captures a rare convergence in a fiercely divided Washington. Democrats and Republicans alike are demanding answers for stalled cleanups at military bases.
PFAS-based firefighting foam has been used for decades in drills and exercises, leaving widespread contamination.
The chemicals are linked to low birth weight, birth defects, developmental delays, and higher risks of prostate, kidney, and testicular cancers. In September, the New York Times reported that the Pentagon had quietly delayed cleanups at nearly 140 installations. Since then, the number of delayed sites has grown to nearly 200, with one location postponed by up to 20 years according to a follow-up Times analysis of federal data. Dozens of members of Congress have pressed the Department of Defense to explain the delays and outline how it will protect service members and nearby residents. In a July 17 letter to Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, Democratic Representatives Kristen McDonald-Rivet and Debbie Dingell of Michigan joined Republican Representatives Jen Kiggans of Virginia and Brian Fitzpatrick of Pennsylvania.
The four co-chair a bipartisan PFAS task force and wrote that it is unacceptable for the DoD to continue deprioritizing its cleanup efforts.
McDonald-Rivet said the group has real conversations, not partisan bickering, because the issue is about the health and welfare of troops and protecting soldiers on the homeland.
The Department of Defense did not respond to questions about the cleanup delays.
The revolt represents a rare political convergence in the face of Pentagon inaction on a matter that has become a major health concern for military communities nationwide. Lawmakers from both parties are now vowing to keep pressure on the Pentagon until concrete timelines and funding are secured.
This story is still developing, and we will continue to follow the congressional push for accountability.
Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for updates.